What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Nana, this time with volume 15, chapter 56. Just going to have a quick recap of last time where we finally had, unfortunately, Takumi and Nana getting married here, taking some photos, as well as seeing the press, or the mosquitoes, kind of discuss a few things here. Again, it was quite disgusting, honestly, seeing what they kind of find normal and what they find absurd, which is quite crazy that they find anything absurd. But then we had these interesting moments with Nana and Yasu right here. The end of the chapter, we finally had Yasu kiss Miyu, which was very interesting. We'll have a look at that again in a second. But lots of fun with Misato, of course. Love seeing her again, interacting with the group. That was awesome. And again, I'm still slightly confused about the whole Takumi press situation. It looks like the press aren't going to be doing anything. It looks like he kind of played them in a way that they're not going to be able to cover either story, I think. But again, I'm not really sure. As I said, I'm still slightly confused about that. We had this little section with the real Misato here as well, as they enter some kind of cult, the fan cult place. We didn't see too much of them after their arrival here, but obviously, yeah, Yasu's biggest fan is here as well. So looking forward to seeing more of that. Again, I did bring that up last week, how I do want to see more of Nana Osaki's sister after her introduction. But as I did mention, we had this lovely scene right here of Yasu and Miyu, which you love to see. And yeah, looks like we did read that. We'll move over to this version just to have a colour version of the cover, if there is one. I'll read that in a second. Like a bedroom right there. Some flowers on the wall. Oh, isn't that lovely? Ren and Osaki, though, might not be lasting too much longer, unfortunately. That's a really awesome image there, though, isn't it? I like that. I like that. Not in colour. It looks like it was not really worth checking out here, but we'll actually get into things right now. When I was waiting around in the hotel room for Nana to come back, I could smell Nana's perfume, and it gave me the false impression that Nana was there. But then I realised for the first time that Nana and Ren wear the same scent. I guess it was, because, yeah. Obviously, it's a double page. But, unfortunately for this page, it's just a shoulder. There it is. Again, that's lovely, isn't it? Over there, just like smiling. Not quite kissing, but just like smiling. So close to each other. Very wholesome, that. And then we've got the moon over. I forget exactly where we are. Tokyo, I'll say. Something smells good. Like what? Ask Sammy. Oh, it's some new body spray I got. Our PR person gave it to me. It's supposed to be for teenagers. Do you like it? It smells like real fruit. Yeah. Smells like teen spirit. I guess that is quite fitting if it's meant for teens. And a nice little Nirvana reference. So yeah, I've never been too much of a fan of Nirvana. I've obviously had a few of their songs, and they're legendary. But never listened to more than like 2 or 3 of their songs, I don't think. Of course, that's the one everyone's mind goes to. And I'll keep it on heavy rotation. I'll be a sweet young thing. Very American right there. Oh. It smells like the hard candy I ate when I was little. Hard candy? Why can't you just call it candy? I don't like hard candy. I always stole the ones they kept at the front of the desk in Parents Inn, and Mum would yell at me. But when someone tells you not to do something, you want to do it even more. But that kind of reminds me when I used to go to when I used to go in the city centre as a kid. When my dad would like go to like a watch shop or something, there'd always be mints, and I've always loved mints. I love mint ice cream. I love After Eight mint chocolate. I do love mints, which is strange because a lot of people don't. But I always used to just be at the side, just taking the mints, just eating like almost whole bowls at a time. Free mints are free mints. Not sure why watch stores always used to have mints. Probably still do. Not sure why that's just like synonymous with them. Because everyone I went to had them. Yeah. And don't eat it. Hey. Just lick it instead. Lovely. Again, you guys know I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Again, my legs are one of my favourite things about a woman. We're back here with Mew and Yasu. This is an interesting look here, isn't it? And I think this is probably quite fitting, perhaps. Bishop they came together at the end of last chapter. I assume they did anyway. Not gonna look back, but now they're kind of splitting away again. Kind of seems like maybe Mew definitely has got some kind of, well, we know she's got some kind of issues. Again, we saw her wrist earlier on in the manga, but I think she's probably got some kind of like closeness issue where she like maybe struggles getting close to people, and that's why she seems quite cold off like initial meeting. I've taken that from the party and the whole Nana. What's her name again? Hachi, Nana, Komatsu. That's the one. Taken that with the whole. She was quite cold to Komatsu when they met at the party, for example, and I don't know. I feel like she's got some relationship issues. Judging from a reaction right after kissing, like it's not a smile. It's not like a happiness, like a separation and a kind of worried look, perhaps that she has here. Again, this is just like a one shot, so I could be talking absolute rubbish. But again, this shot here, she almost looks a bit scared. Maybe she's a bit like me. I always have a bit of always had a bit of a thing of like, I'm going to disappoint someone eventually, no matter what. So best not play all the cards instantly. Best not show the best of me or whatever, because if I do, then people just get disappointed by the rest or something like that. I think that's quite a common thing. Wait, I'm sorry. Can't do this right now. Yasu. I don't know, weird seeing him without his glasses. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm 27, but I can't just do it like that. How was she talking about? Can't move further. Well, that's fine. I think Yasu's absolutely fine with that. I also do find it quite funny how, especially with his glasses off, I think the glasses really suit Yasu. Because the face is so pointy. It's literally like a 90-degree angle almost right there. It's like an 80-degree angle of chin. And then the head is just so smooth and round. It's just like, it's quite the contrast, isn't it? Just so smooth and round. I don't know what that shape's called, but like it's like the semicircle and then a triangle underneath. It really is, yeah, quite a strange head shape. Without the glasses, again, the glasses kind of put the look together, honestly. Evidently, because he's wearing them most of the time. But he's a great looking guy, isn't he, Yasu? So he does the bald look very well. Especially with like not having facial hair. I feel like facial hair amplifies the bald look 10, maybe 100 times. So very impressive that you can do it without that. I think in Japan in general, I wouldn't say it's frowned upon to have facial hair, but it's not all that common, is it? You're kind of considered scruffy and such, I think, if or you at least were. If you had like facial hair and such, that's quite a common trope, especially you see in like older anime. You see like the more scruffy, kind of not put together anime characters usually have like some stubble or something like that. Obviously, as you guys can tell, it's a little longer now, but I mostly like when my beard and moustache are stubble, like just after. I don't shave completely, but just shave it down as low as possible, and I think that looks best on me. But I haven't grown out for a long time, but I really don't like growing out my moustache and beard. It looks very scruffy. You don't have to. For me, it does. Because I haven't tried in a long time, but I don't think I could really grow out these parts without spending months looking scruffy as hell. You don't have to apologise. I know you have a problem with guys. I won't do anything you don't want to do. But I really like you, Yasu. Really? Yeah. Well, that face. You don't even need to say anything. Then let's just take things really slow. Yeah. I don't mind that at all. Take things slow. You seem calmer and more mature, but you're younger than me. It's not fair. That's not true. You kicked my ass in Mahjong. I'm really scared inside. I don't look it, but I'm nervous. Mahjong has nothing to do with it. You just like it. But when I put out my cigarette, you knew what I was going to do next. You got skills. It's amazing, Mew. You're very insightful. It's good. You can see into people. People always tell me they can't figure out what I'm thinking. Yeah, again, that's something I've got quite a lot of time. I'm always like the mysterious guy, like the quiet guy. Honestly, that's what I am. I don't say things, especially don't say bad things about people and such. Well, I don't mind doing it with fictional characters, of course. But again, it's just that saying of, if you've got anything nice to say, don't say anything. As I kind of took that to heart quite a lot. unless it's actually kind of like, I wouldn't say necessary, but like if you're in like a team meeting or whatever, I'll put in my bit and say negative stuff, but if it improves things, but I wouldn't say anything kind of negative for the sake of it. Again, I've always been saying as guy, so I guess it's it's nice for Yasu to be seen here, like how it's been for his romantic story thus far. We haven't really explored it too much. We haven't looked into it. I guess Yasu again feels nice that someone's actually kind of paying attention to him, trying to figure him out, trying to understand him, and actually has a pretty good idea of who he is. I guess that's quite uncommon for him, isn't it? Again, it's probably a similar thing to the thing I have. Like people, I think I have an initial perception of me when they see me, but I'm very different from how I look. I think people always tell me they can't figure out what I'm thinking. But I need a girlfriend like that to make a relationship work. Ah, now I get it. What? Why you like me? I was the one remaining mystery. Oh, well, it's not only that. We get along well. That's it. You made a conscious decision to get a girlfriend, Yasu, to stop Nana from being dependent on you now that she's married. Oh, okay, that's what she's figured out here. Interesting. That could be the case, but I think they do genuinely get along well as well, but probably could understand how she came to that conclusion. Well, it's not just that. Nobu told me once that you don't want a girlfriend. I thought it was because of Nana, and I envied that kind of relationship. Yeah. She's a wise girl, Miu, isn't she? Butterflies again. I'm not going anywhere. But if you coddle her too much unconditionally, I'd worry that Nana would act spoiled, like a baby. Again, it's like, thinking back, it's like really just totally understand, isn't it? Like Yasu's not her parent, but it's just, and it's supposedly more of a, again, I haven't really seen, like, it's hard for me because I haven't read the manga all the way through, but just from what I got from anime, I didn't ever see too much of Yasu and Nana. There was episodes where there was something there and like it was explored slightly. I think it makes sense that she like depends on him because she, from again what we know, well, what I know is she grew up with my parents or anything, so it's like she's got to depend on someone, and like Yasu's just like that guy, isn't he? Her behaviour makes total sense, and this makes total sense as well. She would act spoiled and such like a baby to Yasu, wouldn't she? Don't teach her correctly. Of course, she's an adult now, but I think that still applies. Again, your childhood shapes the rest of your life, so. I thought about it a lot and I regret it. She used to be way more independent. So Yasu, you don't want to be with me because you like me, but because you need a girlfriend in order to distance yourself from Nana. No, I don't think it's obviously not. It's not, it sounds bad me saying just that, but it's not just that. It's like, yeah, a girlfriend would be good, but I think he genuinely likes you. I think these guys genuinely get like they've got a good tone for each other. I feel, haven't they? That's what I feel. But again, you can totally understand how she came to this conclusion. As we've seen from her, I think thinking the worst and thinking like logically and about stuff like this is like, it very much is Mew, isn't it? No, but I really like you, Mew. Like, I don't think Yasu's the type of guy just to take advantage of someone just to save a situation with Ren and Nana, is he? Definitely not. Really? Don't get me wrong. I'm not accusing you of anything. If I get married, I want an arranged marriage. Why? An arranged marriage? I don't want to get married, so I don't want to meet someone that way. I don't trust love very much. Well, surely like an arranged marriage is like the most untrustworthy. That's strange. What does she mean by that? If I get married, I want an arranged marriage. I don't want to get married, so I don't want to meet someone that way. I don't trust love very much. It's a temporary impulse and makes you lose yourself and forget what's important to you. No, that's not love. That's lust that she's talking about there. Love is something totally different. I don't think it's a temporary impulse. It's actually much more of the opposite. Funnily, again, I'm not really one to speak. I can't ever really say I've been in love, honestly. Honestly, like I've had moments where I thought I was as a teenager and such, but you look back, you're like, no. Again, that was just like, yeah, that's just you being a teenager. I'm not comfortable with that. It's a bit sad. Might sound a bit sad, but one day perhaps. Again, that's why I love shows like this and such so much, and my romance anime and such. That's where I get my fill of love. I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah. That's what Yuri does, huh? Very much what Yuri does. Again, you can't call that love though. Nobu too. She never learns. She's always like that. But she's resilient. In a way, I'm jealous of that. I need a solid base to stand on or I get nervous. So the more dreamy I get, the worse I function. I can see that. So, when you made the decision to get a girlfriend and thought logically about who would be appropriate, and you chose me because you considered me the best candidate, again, it seems so like she's almost making herself not human. This in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm the candidate, and you made a logical. It's like just like office work. It's like, oh, who's the best new candidate to get employed? Like, oh, yeah, it's not great, is it? I couldn't have been more psyched. I trust decisions like that way more. I told you before. I like you because you're solid, Yasu. Solid head. Oh yeah, that's the first thing I think of is bald head when she says that. Solid. But I can get giddy and excited too. Like when you tell me things like that, I get all dreamy. Is that alright? Sorry guys, I don't know why my nose is quite itchy. So then, let's toast to Hachi becoming the wife of a Yakuza. Sure, you're not looking too far away from a Yakuza yourself right now. Okay. Again, I think there was some definite kind of tells as to, well, I say tells, a bit more explored about Mew here, wasn't there, and her character for sure. I think we've already had a pretty decent understanding of her, even though she's not been majorly explored so far. But this gave us quite a bit here, there, actually, didn't it? You're like, yeah, you say it, Ren. You're like a Yakuza wife yourself in every way. Shut up. I mean, don't drink before the toast. You really don't play well with others. Alright, cheers guys. Again, nice to see us all interacting with Komatsu again. Oh, pardon me. Nice to see us interacting with Komatsu again, isn't it? Her can looks almost the same, but I think it says milk tea. I don't think I've ever had, well, again, you guys know I don't drink tea or coffee. I've probably had less than 10 of both in my life, but definitely never had it out of a can. Nana walked back into the room. A strong citrus scent followed her and took shape. I could feel the bond between Ren and Nana when they were together. It's like their smells kind of combining as the image I've got in my head right now. Like I see like the smoke of odour around either of them kind of coming into one. Weird as that is. Well, I'm relieved actually. I was wondering what to do if you really ran away from him. Hachiko, you're a lost cause. I'm sorry for always making you worry, but I made up with Takumi and I'm really happy now. Yeah, I can see it on your face. Well, I'm out here. What? Wait, Shin, I still need to talk to you. I'll listen to your love life tomorrow. It's not that. It's search. I'm off then. Call me anytime. Slam. Hachiko, will you grab me a beer? Sure. Me too. Yeah. Maybe I'll eat something. Like ochazuke. Tea over rice. Is that a thing? Interesting. Yeah, me too. Don't copy me. Oh, whatever. As long as Shin's in the hotel, he'll be alright. I'll lecture him tomorrow and let him go tonight. Proper mum right there. He's smart and level-headed, so he can't be too much of a screw-up. Only Takumi noticed. Even Yasu doesn't know. But when I think of it, no one knows but you and Takumi. And Reira and Shin. But when I think about it, Takumi's pretty amazing for noticing it. Yeah, that's true. Though it makes total sense considering how much value he places on Reira and the band, so. How did he pick up on it? As he can't. This goes back to what Mew said earlier. About the whole love, the impulse, and Shin just can't stop that impulse right here. Shin, I need to talk to you about something. Is it because Takami's always watching Reira? I just said. But Amatsu looks so mature and beautiful in this shot here, doesn't she? Achika, can you call room service for us? Yeah, sure. But that's just because she's essential to him as their precious diva. It's alright. I know I'm loved. Everything's fine. It's not just cope right here. It's just not just coping. I know I'm loved. I feel like when you have to say that to yourself, surely that says something, right? Maybe it's just me. I love how Shin just chucked his hat away. Oh no, he's still got it there. It came off earlier and he was just like, fuck it. So, what do you want to talk about? When Ren and I went back to visit our hometown, Search took photos of us together. What? I promise I didn't do anything with Ren. Please believe me. No, I know. If you hooked up with him, you wouldn't have sent me an email like that, Reira. Are you scared I'd be bummed when I saw the photos? It's alright. Was that all you wanted to tell me? No. The agency stopped the story from going to print. Really? That's good then. No. It's not good. How's that not good? There was a lot of fallout related to that. It caused problems for everyone around us. It stressed them out. Now I really understand the position I'm in. Just more weight added to this young girl's shoulders right here. I say young girl, I don't actually know how old she is. I'm guessing like early 20s. She's the same age as like Yasu and everyone, so obviously they were partying together and such. But specifically, I don't actually know how old they are, honestly. Young adults, of course. I cannot have another scandal happen now. Because for me, singing is my whole life. I've sacrificed so much for this. And it's not just her life. Like, her singing is a lot of people's livelihoods and lives, essentially, as well. Takumi's, of course. Of course, Takumi, but not just him, but like her assistants and such as well. Again, a big weight has been added to her shoulders here, so can she stop the impulse though? The love impulse. Boom, boom. If Trapnest flops because of me, I'll never forgive myself. And Shin, you have things to worry about too, now that Blast's really taking off. But I've been so selfish and too dependent on you. I can't go on like this. Luckily, I don't ever think we've seen any paparazzi stuff with Reira and Shin, have we? Luckily. I think it's only been Reira and Ren and Osaki's hometown. Osaki. And yeah, I think that's just about it, right? The paparazzi's covered. Ren and Osaki. I can't go on like this. I have to be strong and be a more responsible person. So I was thinking, you just get this vibe, don't you? Look at that shot right there. It's just like, oh, the pain's coming. The pain's coming right here. It's like when you receive like a long text, and you know right from the office it's going south, but you got to read the rest, and you're just like, oh, I know where this is going anyway. Do I need to? Maybe we should stop seeing each other for now. Definitely the best. Definitely for the best. But again, like I know this is wrong, but it's like these characters, they don't really have anyone else, do they? Both of these guys don't really have anyone else romantically like they have each other like this. It's especially for Shin, I feel like this is the closest thing he's ever had to like love with regards to his like job and such, of course. Very much been struggle to find the word for it, but yeah, what he was doing work wise and such was absolutely, I say brutal because it was brutal, but again, you don't think of it like that when as a guy, it's like, oh, it's cool, he's just shagging women for money. It's like, wow, what, could you have a better job? But he's an underage kid. It's like, yeah, it's brutal. And for him to find someone he can actually like this is like, it's nice, but again, it is wrong. So I'm fine with them not seeing each other, but sad still. I think you can understand feeling two different ways about the same thing. In general, I'm quite a contradictory person for a lot of my thoughts and such. I like kind of looking things two ways. What is that? Is that a bear? What? Search found out? Yeah. The story is going to be in this week's issue. It's going to say that Hachiko's your ex-roommate, so that they'll probably come after us for interviews too. What? I'm sorry. You don't have to apologise, Hachiko. It's my fault. I can understand about you and Takumi, but when people find out we're friends, you'll have no privacy whatsoever. People will be all over you all the time. Yeah, but I'll be careful about what I say, and I'll try not to let any of it get in your way. Don't worry about me, worry about yourself. Since you know, especially bringing a kid up, that'd be a pain in the ass. Since you know about this in advance, can't you stop them from printing the article? What? You can't do that? That's not true. I know there was some big celebrity gossip that didn't make it in last week's issue. Really? How would you stop it from getting published? How would I know? Why don't you ask Ren? Look at his face, yeah, that's one terrified man. Alright then, how? Well, probably search was paid off. Listen. Wow, you know everything. That's my Ran. Oh. Money. It probably costs so much they can't afford it. Cookie Music isn't such a big company. Oh, I get it. They're out of money because of stupid idiots. What? Stupid idiots. Ugh, this is really pissing me off. Well, why else wouldn't they be able to stop your expose from going to print? What? Ding dong. Oh. Ochazuke. It's no big deal. I'm just worried about you. Thank you, but I'm alright. I have Takumi. Yeah, funny enough, this was all done for Ren and Nana, but mostly for Trap Nest by Takumi. So it's quite funny, isn't it, seeing how this is like flip and flopping both ways. Like, we want to stop their story. We stopped their story going out. She wants to stop our story going out, but we already stopped theirs. It's like, and they have no idea. It's quite funny, isn't it, this? And yeah, Ren right there. Not looking too happy. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what it is about Nana's look right now. She kind of looks like like a classical like 60s, 70s, 80s kind of English boy, like rock metal band singer or something right now. These glasses and this haircut. God's sake, sorry. Damn. But the light has just gone from his eyes right there. Again, I really love Shin, so again, this sucks to see, but it's for the best, I think. So, oh, looks like things get intense. I get it. I'll stay away. Shin. Wait, please try to understand. I really like you, Shin. I'll call you and email you too. We'll be able to see each other again at some point. Yeah, just make sure it's like when he's illegal. Give it a year or so. What's the legal age in Japan? I think it's actually pretty young, is it not? Even so, give it a year or three perhaps. See if we feel the same way. Although inevitably things do change in time, so might not be the same, who knows. If you could decide to just not see me like that, then forget about it. Obviously she's known it's wrong this whole time, I'd hope, so it's not just that easy, is it? It's just like things come up in life where you need to make a big change. It's maturity and such. Like I've done it. Like I gave up smoking so I could. It's not really a big change, but I wanted to get fitter, get back into playing football, and to realise it'd be impossible if I kept smoking. So yeah, got to give stuff up to move on. Unfortunately, definitely didn't come light to her. Look at her eyes here as well. I understand where he's coming from here, but because he can't, he like I said earlier, he really just gives up to his impulses a lot, and he's a young boy, so it makes sense he does. But fuck's sake, let's stop doing that. It's just like all I do is press down. For some reason, moves it downwards. My role is to fill your loneliness, Reira. If we're not going out and you're even lonelier, then what's the point? It's not like that. You should find a girlfriend who's better for you. Let's just forget about what's gone on between us, Reira. It's better if we pretend nothing ever happened. Damn. He looks like the diva here, doesn't he? Fucking hat. I hate this hat. I hate it. But Jesus. Now her eyes are nothing in them. Slam. You have to watch everything you say and do. Forget about it. Shinichi Okazaki. Serenade. Damn, that feels like ages ago. I think we actually watched that in the anime, didn't we? Well, yeah, I think definitely did. Which feels like ages ago itself, the anime. Shinichi Okazaki will serenade you. I don't like the smell of cigarettes. More fish going their separate ways right here. Damn. That's a sad sight, that is. Such an empty room as well. The lingering smoke that is soon to go out. Very very beautiful image for what's happened here, isn't it? That I appreciate stuff like that quite a lot. There's Yasu's here watching the fishes. Oh, sorry. Nice little segue, I guess, isn't it? People always tell me that. Oh, that's not it. That one smells good. Do any cigarettes smell good? Again, I used to smoke from like the age of like 13 onwards. I'm not sure when I started, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think it was like 13 or so. I remember it being an absolute mess at the start. Like, I never got back tobacco or anything myself. It would always be my friend he had this, like, there was a shady store. It was a furniture store, funny enough. A store that sold like chairs and like beds and stuff. Like this shady furniture store. And they also sold tobacco to fucking 13-year-olds. So, yeah, very shady. I never went there, or I never got it, but that's where my friend always used to get it. And he always used to give me some. And, was used to do roll ups, and again, they were terrible. They were terrible at the start, and I remember again. I ran out one time, and I ended up using, I think it was like tea or coffee or something. Put that in a paper and a filter and smoked it, and yeah, that did not go well. It looked like tobacco, so as a kid, my thought was, yeah, it all smoked the same. But even I can say that it doesn't smell good whatsoever. I especially notice it now. I can actually now like smell that smell of like someone that's just smoked a cigarette. Obviously, I was immune to that smell before because I was that person that just smelled like a smoke, smelled like a fag, but smelled like they just smoked a cigarette. Now I can actually like, my dad like comes in a room, I can smell it. He's just had a cigarette, pongs, and I realised, oh, I used to be the guy that smelled like that all the time, even in high school. So yeah, it must have been weird being at like age 13, 14, people at school, me walking by and smelling, and me smelling like an ashtray. Thinking back, must have been weird, especially for the teachers, I imagine. Oh, there also used to be this guy in my year that sold cigarettes for 50p. I used to get them off him sometimes. Does it bother you or not? I remember. It smells so vividly. The minute I smell something, I remember something far away. Sorry, I remember some faraway thing from the past I'd forgotten about. Wow, how amazing is that? Oh, everyone's like that. That's how our brains work, right? Even though I'm not smelling anything right now, even the talk of this has brought back memories, as I just spoke about there. It's quite good timing, isn't it? The part that controls smell is directly connected to the part that controls memory and emotion. Vision goes through another part. So smell brings back memories most vividly. I didn't know that, actually. I've never been too great at smelling, as you can hear. I've always had hay fever and allergies, and my nose is obviously not straight, so I've injured my nose on a fair few occasions, so it's not in the best condition. I can breathe through it. I used to be a bit of a mouth breather because I couldn't, and now I've got all kind of sprays and medicine and such, so I can just about breathe out my nose. The thing about that is when I did used to breathe through my mouth, it took me a while to kind of learn not to, but when I did used to, it actually kind of made me a bit more ill, and especially off my allergies and such, because the nose kind of functions as a don't want to go for any fucking science lessons or anything right now, and everyone knows this, but breathing through your nose is it kind of stops bad things from going through, rather than breathing through your mouth. The really scientific way to put that is that it stops bad things going through. Really? That's interesting. Of course, there's a logical reason like that. Do you have some bad memory involving this kind of cigarette? Like an ex? No. I think that smell just captured the moment perfectly. Sorry. So from now on, whenever I smell it, I think of you. And when I'm around Shin too. And you don't like that? I don't like having someone affect me that much so easily. I can't stand it. That's interesting, isn't it? But after I flew to Fukuoka, I kept thinking about you, Yasu. Oh man, maybe I'm getting all giddy. It's alright. Even when I get lightheaded, I don't lose my grip on reality. So you do whatever and don't worry about it. But there's just one thing I'm worried about. Can I ask you that? Shoot. Nana and Ren break up. What's going to happen to me? I've just got to say, because I'm probably going to keep this song on loop from here on. You probably noticed, but this song is my favourite song at the minute. I fucking love this. And the lyrics and meaning of this song is absolutely beautiful as well. Give it a listen. I'm not sure, I think I just found it because they done a Dangers in My Heart opening as well as a Free Run opening, so I checked out quite a few of these people's songs, and my god, they've done some brilliant songs. And this, again, this is my favourite song I'm listening to at the minute. Favourite song I've heard in a long time, honestly. So it's beautiful. Visuals are really good as well. Oh, we did what's going to happen to me? Nothing. I really just wish them the best and hope they stay together. As long as necessary. So is this like, this isn't Mew and Yasu here, is it? This is Yasu and Nana is the fish, I guess. Again, I do try to understand like symbolism like this. I'm not going to get it every time. I'm not even going to get it 50% of the time. I don't think. But I do like it when I can understand it. Oh, thanks guys. I'll come visit you at your new place. Mega Road's pretty close to me. Yeah, come over any time. Good night. Take care. Good night. Nana. Hey, wait. How do you know about the search article? Straight off, eh? Cold. Cold woman right there. Again, I wouldn't be if you do listen to the song. I wouldn't be surprised if you cried after after reading the lyrics and such. It really is beautiful. Hey, wait, how do you know about the search article? Wait, Nana. I have Takumi. I'm alright. Don't cry in front of me anymore. Damn. See, like, this is saying something right here. The fact that the water's spilling in between Hachi and Yasu, and I just don't know what. Again, apologies. And like, she's not exactly losing these people, but they're kind of growing further away a little bit. I guess the water is perhaps keeping them more at distance, like they're on the surface and we're at the bottom and they're just rising up, perhaps. I don't think that's it. But they each have someone, don't they? Like Yasu's now saying like, "Don't cry in front of me. I'm not going to look after you as much anymore. Now I'm going to have a girlfriend in Mew." And obviously Komatsu's got Takumi, has moved out and has a baby to look after and such. So, and then there's Ren and Nana. just seemingly just going further apart. Oh, I just want to wipe that tear off my then. Again, crazy shoes. Crazy shoes again. Would you expect for a woman to be wearing the complete opposite of like the heel would be longer and the other part would be flat, whereas this other part is longer and the heel is non-existent? I guess these would actually be pretty handy for climbing stairs or descending stairs, especially, right? Or maybe not, because you'd have to step on the edge of the steps every time. But it could fit in that little like 90-degree angle of the steps, perhaps. I don't know. Now it's no time for that. Lobby reception. Ding. Oh shit. Isn't that the trap nest guy? While waiting for the elevator back down, I passed someone I hadn't seen in a long time. But maybe it was just my imagination. No. Holy shit. I wouldn't be surprised if you thought I didn't remember this guy. I do. He was a massive part of the opening episodes. Is that the same guy? I'm guessing that's the actual guy from the early stages of the anime, where, and obviously the manga, which Komatsu was having an affair with. Well, he was having an affair with Komatsu. I'm guessing that's the actual guy, and this guy looks a hell of a lot like him and could be him, just a bit more mature, perhaps. Holy shit! If that's the case, holy shit! What the hell? Interesting. This is coming up now, isn't it? Now of all time, she gets reminded of this affair, and it's just quite funny because Takumi is definitely having, now that they are married, he's definitely having an affair on you. Damn, holy shit. That's actually perfect timing, that, isn't it? Holy crap. Wow. That's actually like kind of calmer in a way, isn't it? I love Komatsu. You guys know I love Komatsu, but kind of calmer in a fashion, isn't it? Obviously, she wasn't in the wrong for that whole situation, for the whole affair situation with that. I forget his name, with that guy. No way will remember that guy's name. No way she was in the wrong, of course, but there's calmer in a way, isn't it? And now she gets to feel what that guy's wife must have felt like. She's getting cheated on and being had, called affair. I don't know. Her husband is now having an affair. Holy crap! Wow, that's quite funny how it's kind of come full circle like that, isn't it? Holy shit. Maybe it was just my imagination. Yeah, it might not even be him, but even so, just reminding us of that right now is like perfect timing, isn't it? Holy crap. Why do I still think about Asano? Oh, there's his name. Jin's gonna yell at me. Well, that's because it was a major learning curve, wasn't it? Can't just forget about things like that, I don't think. And my heart skipped a beat. God, I'm hopeless. That is the manager for Trap Nest, though, right? I've fallen in love a lot, and always ran away when I got hurt. But from now on, no matter what happens, I'll love Takumi. Stick with him. Just had to choose now. Just had to be Takumi, didn't it? This love will last forever. That's obviously that's quite a general saying, but that's what song is that from? I forget. From a song I quite like. I forget what it's called. I think it's an anime song as well. Oh yeah, it's from the recent Undead Unluck ending. It's called Kono ai ni kanao mon wa nai. It's actually called. It's a little bit further down my playlist than I thought. Nothing can challenge this love. Similar. That's a really good song as well. My love will last forever, like Ren and Nana. Tell her. Who's gonna tell her? Shh. Nana, how long are you gonna stay in there? Please open the door. Jiggle, jiggle. Nana. God, there's some fierce eyes there, aren't there? Again, I love how fierce she is in general. I do like women like her. I think I'm wrong. I don't think I could handle women like her, but I like women like her. Say something. Hey, are you alive? Why would I die? Why don't you die instead? Oh, God damn. Okay. So this is exactly, yeah. No way I could handle Nana Osaki, honestly. Nothing happened with me and Ray. We just went home together on our day off. I wouldn't sleep with anyone besides you. I'm not lying. I don't know what it is. I just love this look right here. You guys were holding each other. What? I can't hear you. You guys were in the snow, hugging. You saw the photos? How did you see them? Hey, Nana, open the door. Listen to me. And now I've got some Nana OST playing, which is always very fitting for this series. Very fitting song right here as well, actually. Fits the mood quite well. The classic. I only helped pull her up on the seawall. She was wearing heels. She looked like she was going to bite it in the snow. I'm going to Tokyo. I can't let our precious little diva get hurt. I don't want you to write songs for anyone else but me. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm really sorry. Please open the door. Oh God. Let's not forget about a fair few chapters back now. Nana had that whole issue. I can't remember what, I think it was her struggling to breathe, wasn't it? Or something along those lines. She just couldn't breathe. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Well, it looks like it might be. I think it might be. You need to knock that door down, bro. Nana! Oh no, she unlocked it. Good, okay. That could have gone badly. Please. Oh shit, yeah, she is having, that is happening, okay. Hey, what's wrong? Red, help me. When Nana hyperventilates, give her carbon dioxide. So you just got to breathe into her mouth. It's interesting that. Carbon dioxide? I'm not too clued up about any of this, so I'm not going to comment, but that's quite interesting. Carbon dioxide actually useful for saving someone. It's usually, yeah, I wouldn't associate that. Saving someone. Carbon dioxide? How do you do that? It's easy. People breathe out carbon dioxide. You're the only one who can save Nana from herself. Please, get it together and be there for her. Nana, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna die. You're not going to die. Help me. I won't let you die. See, I said that, like, obviously there's that thing of breathing into someone's mouth to give them oxygen. And I guess that's similar, but in that case you are giving them oxygen rather than you're giving them a certain amount of carbon dioxide as well. It's always going to be the case when you breathe out, but take a big gasp in and then breathe out a little bit of oxygen, mostly carbon dioxide, but that gives them oxygen as well. As this is a different situation, but same way of doing things, I think. I don't know. Again, it's not really important, so. Looks like that is it for today. Hey Nana, even now on every street corner, I think I see you in every face I pass. Nana, you must still be wearing that men's cologne now. So you can sleep even when you're alone. A relatively happy ending, I guess, today, wasn't it? Relatively. I don't know, it wasn't that nice. Doing Nana like this, but I guess it ended quite nicely, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, lots of really great stuff today. I think especially the standout for me was this was definitely one of them right here. Thinking back to the whole Asano situation from fucking way back. And that actually, again, kind of coming full circle. I think that was actually amazing. But yeah, that stood out a lot. Obviously, Shin and Reira now separated stood out a lot as well, of course. But I think especially for me was the Miu and Yasu stuff we got today. I thought was really interesting. It was a great look into Miu, wasn't it? And her thought process. I think it's, again, relatively similar to mine, perhaps. In that way of kind of expecting disappointment, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know, there's stuff I relate to in there for sure. There's definitely stuff I don't understand, as I did mention during that segment, but well, this was very interesting, wasn't it? Just like some of these reactions spoke a lot of words right here. But again, lovely cover. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought about this chapter down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I think is the next. I don't think the next chapter is the last one, is it? I think we've maybe got a little bit more. Oh no, yeah, next chapter is the final chapter for this volume, so I'll see you guys then. Again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.